So thank you all so much for coming today. This is a show that is really personal to me. First I want to mention this artist, Paragon Arias. She passed away on October 27th of this year, unexpectedly. But I can say that this is the biggest show she's ever been in, because she really didn't prioritize showing her work. She made it, but then it wasn't a big deal to her to show it. So I feel really, really happy that there's quite a lot of Frances here today. I also want to acknowledge Ted Fullwood, who's standing right there. I met Ted when we were both 19 years old. Ted has these amazing pieces over here, some of which are made out of thousands of pipe cleaners.
Oh, I'm Ted Fullwood, showing here at the UFRAT Museum, and my work is ceramic. Some is ceramic, some is woven pipe cleaners, and I work very spontaneously and free, and I get an idea and I just explore it. So that's basically how I operate. Very intuitive. I spend most of my time at San Jose State Ceramics during the day. Get there like 7 a.m., leave at 5. TAing, I don't have classes of my own, I just help out. And the ceramics department is one of the biggest in the country. It's just these ideas that pop into my head that are kind of commanding me to go forward.
And I want to also acknowledge Flo. Flo is a visual artist, also a poet. It just so happens that I've known Flo since I was a little kid, and grew up literally a block away from Flo.
This is my nature installation. It's a combination of images and haiku poems. And so I would go out for walks and I would take pictures. After I take the pictures, I write a haiku. So this one is of the peaches, and it says, robust peaches kissed by the sun, rolled by a low concrete wall. So I went by one day and these peaches were so big and beautiful and orangey, and I was so thrilled, so I brought my camera out and I took a picture of it. And then a week later, I went to check on them. The peach tree was gone. And what happened was that the school decided to cut it down because the kids were taking the peaches and throwing them at the building. I was so disappointed. My neighbor around the corner is an expert on monarchs. 3 years ago in Sunnyvale, the monarch count had gone below 1,000. So he asked people in Sunnyvale to plant milkweed, and we did. And the monarchs came back. So he is really the savior of monarchs. And now the pictures that I sent to Diana are in color, but she had another process done so that they are these they look like portraits, of the farm. But I love again how the raindrops look like they were artistically placed there. And then this one of the flower here, the promise of the sun, alive another day. My sister-in-law has stage 4 cancer. And when I took that, I thought, when I took that picture of the flower, I thought of the sun. And I was just grateful that she was alive again for one more day. She still is, but she's really suffering. And it's so sad to see a loved one. My walks are really wonderful. I mean, I go off to walk for help, but I end up making art and writing books. And yesterday we had a meeting with a member of the Oakland City Council, and our project, it's a mural using some of my drawings of Oakland Chinatown that will be painted on the building where my parents had our restaurant. And we owned the restaurant from 1943 to 1961. And the family that owns it now, they're the ones who want a mural. And so I was invited to come back and work on it. I'd like to recite it for you. To be from Oakland Chinatown is to walk past the peeling Victorian house on Harrison Street, where a girl like me forged forever. seeking one who is not or is. To be from Oakland Chinatown is to cluck like chattering chickens, to warn new immigrants not to share Angel Island secrets. And that last line refers to my immigrant parents who came from China, but because of the 1882 Chinese exclusion law, my father could not bring her in as his wife. So he had to misidentify her as his sister. And we had to keep that secret in our family for 50 years.
I want to acknowledge Ellen, Bepp, right here. And Ellen did these incredible cut paper pieces as well as the work on the back wall.
This is a new piece that I just completed last month, and the way it came to be was I had given Flo a birthday card using a print of one of my collages, and the title of my collage was "Her Words Gave Us the Wind."
So I took her quote and I wrote it and made it into a golden shovel poem. So a golden shovel poem, you take all the words of a line of poetry and put them on the right-hand side. And you, as the poet, need to fill in the lines. And that's what I did.
And I was inspired by her poem, and then I decided I wanted to make a hand-cut paper piece incorporating the words of the poem that Flo wrote. And I used the motif is the pine needle represents longevity. The wind has helped them fly.
I just love all of these.
I mean, people are commenting on each artist's work connects together.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I think that's really important in a show like this.
Yeah, and then there's the spaces of belonging. Where do we belong? You know, who do we belong to? And she's here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Exactly. Yeah.
I want to tell you this. I don't have a degree in art. No degree.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I was so against going to formal art school when I was young and rebellious.
Why were you? Why didn't you want to go to art school?
The art classes I took felt so too structured. I felt like a robot. Maybe I didn't have good teachers, but I felt like it suppressed my creativity, and I felt pushed to be in a certain kind of mold.
Yeah.
And I resisted because my art evolved in a different way. First with my taiko. Really, that was my form of art, and then it became wearable art, and then it became art, two-dimensional art, but it's just been evolving.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it would, at the time that people were going to art school in my day, it just didn't appeal to me.
Yeah, and I just started drawing. I wanted to draw people with bodies. And I saw some photographs I have of my family, and I started drawing them, and I thought, oh, I can draw. I was surprised. I didn't know that I could draw.
See, it's just like being encouraged and allowing yourself to try.
You got the word,
start.
allowing.
Yeah.
Allowing, yeah, that's
Right.
it.
These artists are brought together not just because of their wonderful, beautiful art, but each of them has given back to the community in so many different ways over their lifetimes, really. Inspired people, mentored people, you name it. And we have Talavera tacos back in the patio area, tables in the lobby. Please eat, please get tacos, desserts, and have a good time. Thank you so much for coming.